Hi, my name is Julio Rivera. I'm an activist, journalist, adventurer, veteran, television presenter, and businessman. I've covered many of the major historical events going on around the world over the past several years, and after watching regime changes, conflict, and historic elections globally, I've come to the conclusion that the most underreported crisis in the world today can be defined in only one word: malware. That's why I've decided to dedicate my time to educating people everywhere and exposing the dangers that exist on the devices that we've become tethered to and depend on for so many reasons in our day-to-day life. Welcome to This Week in Malware. On This Week in Malware, we'll be covering the Djvu Ransomware family continues to grow, and this week it's all about FEFG, BYYA, and FDCV Ransomware. FEFG Ransomware is another addition to the prolific Djvu Ransomware family. Like other associated variants, it mostly spreads via unreliable downloads, phishing emails, social engineering scams, and questionable advertising content. FEFG ransomware operators are looking to extort victims for a quick payoff by locking their files and then demanding a ransom payment for file decryption. Most file types can be affected by this ransomware encryption, including photos, music, documents, and videos. Unfortunately, a decryption tool that would unlock files encrypted by FEFG ransomware is not available at the moment, and the only reliable way to recover infected files is to restore them from a backup. It is also possible to use alternative data recovery options, but there's no guarantee that alternative data recovery tools will unlock all the encrypted files. After infiltrating a victim's computer, FEFG ransomware appends affected files with the .fefg suffix and drops a ransom note on the user's desktop in the form of the _readme.txt document. The ransom note, which asks the victim to pay $980 for file decryption, also provides the contact information to communicate and ask hackers any questions. The victims are asked to establish communication via restorealldata@firemail.cc and gorentos@bitmessage.ch emails or their Telegram account @data_restore. Victims who respond within 72 hours are offered a 50% discount on the ransom. Additionally, should victims contact the criminals through the emails, they will be told to send one file to the attackers to have it decrypted for free. The hackers do this to prove that they can unlock the victim's files upon paying the ransom. Although cooperating with the cybercriminals behind FEFG ransomware may feel like the easiest way to solve your issue, you should keep in mind that they will not help you for free, and paying does not guarantee that you'll get your files back or even receive any decryption tools. Dealing with the FEFG ransomware infection. If you get infected with FEFG ransomware, you should scan for the related files using a reputable anti-malware tool. Additionally, to mitigate possible damages in a future ransomware attack, you should keep backup copies of your valuable data on an external disk or a cloud drive. BYYA Ransomware has joined the constantly growing Djvu Ransomware family. Like other related variants, it infects PCs and locks users' files that include documents, music, pictures, video files, and others. Once the encryption is complete, the hackers behind the infection then demand $980 in exchange for a decryptor that would supposedly help you regain access to your data. If your computer has been infected with BYYA ransomware, it is advised to immediately disconnect any other drives from the compromised PC to prevent the further spread of the ransomware. BYYA ransomware employs the AES-256 encryption algorithm and appends files with the telltale .byya extension. Users will then find a ransom note on the computer's desktop titled _readme.txt. This note instructs users to contact the hackers via the emails at manager@timetomail.ch, or support@sys@airmail.cc. It also offers to decrypt one file for free to prove the hackers can decrypt the files. They make this offer to entice victims into paying the ransom for full file decryption. Unfortunately, a free or online decryption tool that could restore files encrypted by BYYA Ransomware is not available at the moment. The only reliable way to recover infected files is to restore them from a backup. You can also try using alternative data recovery options, but there's no guarantee that alternative data recovery tools can unlock all the encrypted files. As far as the ransom payment goes, the ransom note instructs victims to pay $980 or $490 in Bitcoin. The lower ransom price depends on whether or not the contact is made within the first 72 hours after the attack. How can I fight BYYA ransomware? The best way to weather a BYYA ransomware attack is to scan for and remove elements of this nasty ransomware and other similar infections using reputable malware remediation software. Additionally, to mitigate possible damages in the event of a future ransomware infection, you should keep backup copies of your valuable data in an external hard drive or a cloud drive. FDCV Ransomware is yet another file encrypting ransomware associated with the Djvu Ransomware family. It targets all sorts of files, including documents, videos, databases, and photos. The encryption algorithm, once launched, does not damage system files. This is because the hackers need your system to work to enable you to transfer the demanded ransom payment. Files encrypted by FDCV Ransomware receive the .fdcv extension at the end of their names, and victims soon find a ransom note left by the hackers on their desktop. The ransom note is titled _readme.txt. It instructs victims to contact the hackers via the emails admin@helpdata.top or support@sys@airmail.cc. The note also tells the victims to pay either $980 or $490 in Bitcoin. The ransom amount depends on whether the initial contact with the hackers is made within the first 72 hours after infection. Supposedly, the sooner victims establish contact, the less they have to pay. The FDCV ransomware operators will also offer users one free file decryption to prove that they can provide a permanent fix for affected files. Unfortunately, a free or online decryption tool that could restore files encrypted by FDCV ransomware is not available at the moment. The only reliable way to recover infected files is to restore them from a backup. It is also possible to use alternative data recovery options, yet there's no guarantee that alternative data recovery tools can unlock all the encrypted files. Although it may seem that the easiest path to file restoration is cooperating with the hackers, we never recommend dealing with them. It's possible that you may pay them and still never receive a decryption key. How do I deal with the FDCV ransomware attack? You can scan for and remove elements associated with FDCV ransomware by using a reputable malware remediation application. To protect your files from similar attacks in the future, you should back up your critical files on a cloud or external hard drive. You know, as I think about the dangers that exist online, not unlike the subjects we learned about in this video, I know I feel a lot better having an anti-malware program like SpyHunter installed in my PC, providing me the protection I need against malware, and I think you should too. SpyHunter 5's strongest features are found in its malware repair capabilities. SpyHunter 5's remediation algorithms dive deep into your system to remove and address complex malware issues affecting PCs today. While many anti-malware products only flag and quarantine malware and ultimately fail to fully remediate the root problem, the SpyHunter 5 remediation algorithm detects, quarantines, and programmatically repairs malware problems on your PC. SpyHunter 5 is a powerful PC utility that repairs malware threats in many cases where other competing anti-malware and antivirus programs may fail. To detect and remove malware for free, go to enigmasoftware.com and download SpyHunter today. Thanks for watching.